Alright guys, so I'm going to try to do a voiceover here.
How you ready?
And so this is the start of my track. They told me where the track began, and I sort of misunderstood a little bit. And I saw that there were some footprints in the snow that I thought maybe were where I was supposed to start. You'll see here in a second that I casted Merrick on those footprints, and he gave me some negatives. So right here, I see a track. I see those footprints. I tell him to track. He pretty quickly tells me there's nothing here. See how he starts picking his head up, and he's just sort of like, yeah, no. Tells me that there's nothing there. So this happens a couple more times before I actually finally make a phone call and ask, okay, so where actually is the start of this track, so that I'm not sitting here casting my dog all over the place with no luck.
Okay, I guess maybe we don't know where the track started. Back to work. Yeah, these are old. Okay. Hey, come here. We may have to call Ratcliffe and ask him where he started. Okay, chill. Hey, Platz. Platz. Stay. So where exactly is my start point?
Where exactly is your start point?
Yeah.
You know where the road is that goes down to the little building way out there in the field?
Yeah.
Pull in that road.
Down.
Like as soon as you pull in on that road, you should see my tracks taking off on the left-hand side and going out towards the field, heading south on the Silk Pond Road.
The first set of prints, second set of prints, third set of prints. Like how far down the road?
So, did you pull into the driveway of the building out by the field?
Yeah.
So, like, literally, like, as soon as you pull in there, like, within 20 feet on the left-hand, on your left-hand side, if you're facing that building,
Okay.
there should be a single set of prints that goes off.
Oh, the left-hand side. John said the right-hand side. That's why I can't. I'm like, I'm not finding a track. We tried like all of these little footprints, and I'm like, I'm not finding. Like he gave me negatives on these footprints that are in the snow, and I'm like, I'm not finding his track anywhere. Okay, I'll try the opposite side of the road. Yes, I think so. We're running. Okay, bye.
So we're going to be coming up here on the actual start of the track.
Merrick.
Now that I know where it is. And this is a training track. That's why I asked where the start was, because we're working on some things with the dogs. We're working on extending the dog's tracking ability. So this is quite a long track. As you can see, the difference between this track versus the ones I put him on at the beginning. No interest in tracking on those. Head immediately came up. This one, you can actually see that he's tracking, that he's moving, that this is actually where fresh odor is. So this is what we're looking for. So again, this is training. So it was a known beginning, a semi-known end, but the track itself was, I had no idea where he went. Luckily, we do have quite a bit of snow, so I could follow his footprints visually to keep my dog on. But for the most part, I'm holding the leash. I'm letting Merrick show me where to go.
Good. Ooh. Yes. Good job.
So right here we had found an article that was laid on the track. It was just a small piece of rubber, plastic, something or another that the track layer had laid. So he downed on it. He rewarded. He had a very good head snap. I'm sorry the GoPro couldn't pick it up. I don't know what happened, but a little bit of a break, a little bit of a reward. As you can tell from the video, this track is actually quite long. I'm going to try to narrate different parts of it all throughout. However, it is going to be quite long. So if you don't stick around for it, that's fine. Some of it I'm not going to narrate. Like right now, we're trucking, we're going through. He tracks quite fast and quite heavy. He is a big dog. He pulls really well. So enjoy. Watch as much as you want to.
Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, back to work. Good boy. Good. Good. Good job. Good boy. Okay, wait. Nick, wait. Platz. Good.
So at this very spot, the track layer had crawled through some down trees and things like that. So instead of letting Merrick rip my head off or dropping my leash or doing anything like that, I actually placed Merrick in a down while I climbed through the down trees. We have trained this to put Merrick in a down for situations like this where he gets through a whole lot faster than I can. I tell him to get back to work, and he is on his way back to work. I'm still trying to navigate through the down trees and everything like that that's happening. At this point, I'm starting to get a little tired, a little winded. This has been quite heavy. I was not prepared how bad my calves were going to hurt walking through the snow. So you can see Merrick, he is actually too getting a little bit winded. He's staying on track, but his tongue is starting to hang out, his mouth is starting to be open, but he is still tracking fairly well. He does turn around and look at me a couple of times, and he's sort of just making sure I'm still with him. But as you can tell, the track, he's still on it. We can still see it. He is still pulling quite hard, as you can tell. We're about to come up here, probably another 100 yards or so. We transfer to hard surface, and he does lose it for a little bit. This is a very heavily trafficked road. We're having plow trucks and all kinds of stuff come through here, and so the track slows down considerably once we get to the hard surface, which is normal. I would expect it. It was good. We're still learning. Hard surface is still something that we need to work more on, but we were able to keep going, and it was a good track.
Good. What you got? What you got? Yes. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Okay. Out. Merrick. Out. Out. Fooey. Stay. Okay. Hey, let's work. Good. You can go get water. Hey, go get water. Hey, back to work. Check here. Good. 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 Good.
So we have switched on to hard service. Merrick is actually taking a potty break right now. I still have visible footprints so that I myself as the track
job.
layer can make sure that we are on
Good
track.
job.
But
Good
this
work.
is the part where Merrick, you can see the footprints there in front of us. He is still following footprint for footprint, but he is starting to get a little frustrated. He is starting to get a little tired. You can see his tongue is 10 inches out of his mouth. And this is also where people, they see police officers and dogs and they all want to know what's happening. So there's actually a person down at that house and Merrick wants to go, oh, hey, maybe it's that guy. So this is where things start to get a little frustrating and we start to actually encounter some distractions and I have to help him
Merrick.
stay focused and stay back to work.
Hey, check here. Good. 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 Leave them. Hey, check here. Hey, check here. Good. 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 Good boy. Hey, check here. Nick, check here. Good. Check.
coming up on an intersection. At this point, my footsteps that I was able to visually follow have now left. This is also, again, this is a major intersection. It is also now starting to sort of snow, rain, drizzle a little bit. We've had plow trucks, sand trucks, other trucks come through. And so the scent is widely dispersed here. And so we park it here for a few minutes. We are checking both sides. We're checking everywhere. He takes another little potty break, which is typical from Eric. He likes to do that on tracks. But we have to work through this intersection. So we keep checking, and eventually we end up finding the track back up the road a little bit where we had already checked. We just didn't go quite far enough for him to find new odor. So when we come to intersections, we typically try to check every direction, both sides of the road, and then if we can't find anything, we'll maybe push a little bit farther so that we can attempt to find where the track had left off. Again, people are coming out of their houses, they're trying to talk to us, they're distracting the dog.
Okay.
So this is where, me as the handler, I'm getting a little frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. We're also about a mile in, and I'm tired, Merrick's tired, and it's good training. I'm glad this is a training and not a real scenario, because this would have been very frustrating.
Okay, go back this way. Leave it. Back to work. Back to work. Whoa, he's tracking right now. We're not walking.
So again, somebody else came out of their house, was talking. Merrick, out of frustration, was like, "Oh, hey, is it that guy?" And
Back
I'm
to work.
like, "No, it's not that guy. Back to work." So then I start to see some change of behaviors. He starts pulling into the little plow outs there that the snow plows have made. And so I know that we're in odor because the leash starts pulling, but the odor is being widely dispersed and is going all over the place. So I just basically stand still
Hi.
and let Merrick work the leash. And
Lead
when he
him.
pulls me forward, we
Back
move
to work.
forward.
Check here.
He's going side to side. Now he finds the footprints again. We're on it. Again, I'm not 100% sure where we're going to end up. I have a general idea, but I don't know the exact endpoint. So we are working towards that endpoint. I know we're close
Good.
because the person that I was tracking put his drone in the air, and I could actually see the drone. But again, this is hard surface. We've had trucks, we've had plows, we've had all kinds of stuff go through here, and so the scent is just everywhere. So again, every time Merrick stops, I stop and I let him figure it out. I don't keep pushing. I just let him figure it out and let the leash pressure that he gives me dictate when we start going again. And this is where it slows down and can get a little rough. And again, the scent is just everywhere. So he's pulling a little bit again, and right by this fire hydrant, I didn't even see the footprints. Merrick pulls into here, and then all of a sudden we're off to the races because now we have a lot more odor. And I apologize for the camera not actually pointing at him, but we have a lot more odor because he walked through the deeper snow. And you can see Merrick's now back nose to ground. He's pulling. We're doing good. we're back to tracking how I would want to be tracking. The hard surface was quite frustrating for me. I think it was also quite frustrating for him as well. And we cross a little stream here, and we're getting very close to the end of the track.
Good boy. Good boy. Good.
So the person that we are actually tracking is maybe 30 yards away from us. Merrick's actually looking at him right now. And I think Merrick can air scent him. He's down there. You can see him there at the top corner. I think Merrick is actually air scenting him, but I'm trying my best to keep Merrick on course and to follow the footprints. We looked at him again. I tell him get back to work. And so Merrick's like, fine, let's go. Goes off a little bit. Scent is probably settling in that corner. A little bit of a breeze. And this is also, now, this is probably, it's been pretty darn close to 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half since this track was laid. So it's a quite heavy set time. So the odor again is being dispersed everywhere. I stop. I know where the track went, so I'm trying to keep Merrick true to the track. We're going down, and eventually we cross the parking lot and in the track. It was a fun track. It was a good training day. It was frustrating and difficult and long. As you can tell from the video, it took us almost half an hour to do this track. And he sees him.
Back to work.
A little bit of suspicion. He doesn't know what this guy's doing. And we make our way across the parking lot, and we end up indicating. And I got nice leash pressure. I got nice leash pull. We're moving quite along. And that is the end of the track. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Some people have asked for some longer videos, so I am trying to give those to you. I wish Merrick would have been looking at him, but he's not. That's my fault as a handler. But thank you guys for joining us.
Good job. Yes. Good boys. Good boys. Yeah. Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. Yeah. Oh, good job. Yeah.